Welcome back to another exciting episode of Cyber Defense TV. I'm your host, Gary Malefsky, and the publisher of Cyber Defense Magazine. In the hot seat today is a very special guest, all the way from one of my favorite places. They have Voodoo Donuts, Portland, Oregon. Jeremy Castile is the Vice President of Marketing of Apcon, apcon.com, and it's all about network visibility. Jeremy, welcome.
Yeah, thanks. Glad to be here.
Bring those donuts, would you?
Yeah, absolutely. No, Voodoo Donuts is definitely very popular in Portland, and it's making its way around the country. So we're proud of that.
Very cool. So what else is popular is your ability to keep an eye on the network in a very innovative and unique way and scale massively.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we call it 100% network visibility. We work with global customers that have data centers all across the globe. And it's really a hybrid deployment. So we see both visibility needs on-premise as well as in virtualized environments and even in the public cloud.
So an example would be, Coca-Cola or Pepsi, they're big companies.
Yeah.
They have traffic flowing everywhere.
Yes.
They don't want their secret formula stolen.
Right.
And they really need real-time visibility of their networks. Give me an example on how they would deploy your solution. And is it a little box? Is it a little network tap? Is it a big box? And
sure.
Where are the speeds and feeds connecting to help me out to gain that visibility and do something about some risk?
Yeah, absolutely. So our customers, I mean, really they've got, two primary concerns. Is my network up and running, performing flawlessly? And also, is it secure? So they've got a lot of network security and performance monitoring tools that can analyze those things, but they need to get the network packet data to those tools. So the Apcon solution really makes it easy for them to do that. And you can start, it's totally scalable. So you can go from really a 1 RU unit all the way up to a 14 RU unit. So it just depends on the size of the data center and how much data you really need to see.
Wow, I have not seen a 14 RU up close.
Yes.
That's pretty heavy and big, right?
Isn't
that the whole rack?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, they're very heavy. But it's really about capacity, and really it's a differentiator for Apcon. There's really no other competitor in the industry that has the scale that we do, and our customers absolutely love it. The other thing that's really a differentiator is when you have something like an Apcon, you can take a 1 RU rack card, and you can always upgrade that. So you can take all the rack cards and move it to a 3 RU, a 5 RU, all the way up to a 14 RU. It's all common components. So it really makes it really easy for our customers to be able to scale with their network.
But this is still some proprietary technology to enable this packet inspection or to collect the data and not slow down the network.
100%, yeah.
Can you kind of explain that a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. And that's a great differentiator for Apcon as well. We're very focused on being an industry leader and best of breed for network visibility. That's 100% what we're focused on. You see some of the other competitors in the space getting very distracted by other things, and really the performance of the network packet broker suffers. With Apcon, that's 100% what we're focused on, is providing the best-in-class visibility solution for our customers. And so it's really a great solution.
So if I just deployed a gig of fiber in a community, maybe I'm a cable provider, a big name cable provider.
Sure.
I don't want any packets, or I don't want anything to slow down. You're going to easily perform in that environment.
Yeah, absolutely. So really, from a production network performance standpoint, we don't have any impact on the production network. So typically what we'll see our customers do is take network traffic out of band. So they'll have some tapping infrastructure, and these are just passive devices that really just mirror the traffic. So you can set up taps all the way across the network and bring all of that traffic out of band and back to the Apcon aggregation switch.
How fast have you seen like fastest speeds? We talked about
14. Oh yeah,
14
sure.
U rack mount. I mean, how fast have you seen traffic flow through your system?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're talking terabytes, and that's it's a great availability and capability for the Apcon solution for customers that are really experiencing digital transformation. So things like 5G mobile networks, which we're hearing a lot about now, things like AI and IoT, and even moving applications to the cloud and using SaaS-based platforms. All of these things mean more data flowing through our customers' data center, and that means they need to maintain visibility over all that. So we've seen customers going through transformation, and their data centers have gone from 1 gig, 10 gig speeds to 40 gig, and now we're seeing an explosion of a need for 100 gig ports and being able to maintain visibility over all that network traffic.
Now, hard drives can't keep up with that speed to store
No.
data.
Right.
So how can I plug in, my net VCR into your system?
Yeah.
And would it keep up, or do you keep big buffers for people?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely have the buffer capability, but it's not just hard drives that can't keep up. It's security tools, it's performance monitoring tools, and these are very expensive appliances. And really that gets to the heart of the total cost of ownership and ROI that Apcon provides for our end customers, is really extending the lifetime of those tools that they're using and really helping them to prevent a tool sprawl so they don't have to keep buying more tools. And how we do that is we take 100% of that network traffic and we aggregate it. So it all comes back to the Apcon solution. And then from there, we can intelligently filter it. We can deduplicate packets. We can packet slice. And there's lots of filtering that we can do. And then what we can do is actually shape that traffic and feed that very expensive security tool only the packets that it needs to see. And we make that really easy for our customers.
So if I'm doing app layer security and I'm not caring about, IP or a MAC address,
yes,
you can say you don't need to see that.
Exactly. Yeah,
that's
100%.
incredible.
Yeah. So for our customers that are in heavily regulated environments like the financial industries, anything in healthcare, if they're under any type of regulations like PCI compliance or HIPAA, they can use our device to really say, most of this traffic, I know it's okay and I don't care about, and I don't need to send it to this security tool. But they can use advanced features provided by Apcon like deep packet inspection. And they can say, if it matches a signature, let's say like a personal identifiable information within a packet, I want you to send that traffic now to my security tool for further analysis.
Where do you see the future of network visibility going? Because you guys are a market leader.
Yes. Yeah.
What's the trend? Where are we going?
Yeah, absolutely. So, being named the most innovative network packet broker really means a lot to us. And what we see are really a lot of trends in terms of digital transformation for our customers. And it's exciting to see kind of what they're doing kind of on the forefront of technology. But it's everything from cloud-based applications to container-based technology, like I mentioned earlier, 5G mobile technology, IoT.
On IoT, is that going to be a hot
Absolutely,
area?
absolutely.
So many devices.
Yes, so many devices connected to the network.
And they're all different and innovative and unique and new. And
yes,
some of them have accidental backdoors or vulnerabilities.
Absolutely, yeah.
So a lot of the vendors that I've talked to who say, I'm an IoT security company, they're really worried about the IoT device getting remotely accessed.
Yeah.
Turn off the refrigerator. And maybe that's a refrigerator in a hospital keeping blood cold.
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
So remotely accessing an IoT device is going to be a very risky attack to humans. It could be a drone. It could be a Nest device. A lot of things it could be.
Yeah.
So you're going to create some visibility for everything, including these IoT devices.
Absolutely. And that's why we call it 100% hybrid network visibility. So our customers have moved to really a hybrid network type deployment. And because of things like IoT, because of things like moving some applications to the cloud, and they really need a single pane of glass to be able to see what's happening on my on-premise infrastructure and what's happening elsewhere, be it cloud, IoT, what have you.
And the hybrid, you're saying it could be, as they expand, cloud's very elastic.
Yes,
so a lot of people noticed that and said, I'm going to move a lot of my company services to third parties that are in the cloud.
Yeah.
Salesforce scales, right? And my, emails, Gmail or Microsoft Office 365, get the Exchange server out of the building, put it in the cloud. But maybe we're going to have an encrypted file server in the building to be safe.
Yeah.
So now you're talking about hybrid experience, and you can cover both sides of that?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So we're really excited to announce actually last week our product release for IntelliCloud, Apcon IntelliCloud. It's actually a public cloud visibility solution that you can deploy to public clouds like AWS. So we just announced that.
Very cool.
It's great. So essentially, you take a virtual version of our network packet broker that you would deploy on premise, and you can deploy that as a software agent within AWS. So any VPC across the globe, and now essentially what you can do is get packet level data that's being traversing the network from one virtual machine to another virtual machine, and we can actually tap that virtually and get that out to security tools. So now you can see what's happening within your public cloud infrastructure.
So is there anything else you want to share with our viewers and our listeners about Apcon.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think we covered a lot, but Apcon's an innovator in the network packet broker space. We're really excited to be on the cutting edge of where the IT industry is going. I think from an organizational perspective, it's just really fun to see some of our end users, big Fortune 500 companies, really out there on the forefront and really leading, and us getting to be a small part of that. It's really
That's
fun.
excellent. Well, thank you for making it through my hot seat
Absolutely,
interview.
yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, likewise.
I learned a lot about your company.
Yeah.
And I think, for our viewers, go to apcon.com. Especially if you're worried about scalability in your network visibility, these guys have this nailed. Check them out, and then come back next time for an exciting episode of Cyber Defense TV.